back out here once again to declare the downfall, collapse of this wicked kingdom. It was America, which is known as Babylon the Great in the Bible. And as the so-called Negro Hispanics and Native Americans know, is you are the true children of Israel. All right? You are the true sons of the Heavenly Father, and the Son, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father in the ancient Hebrew, is Yahweh. All right? And also likewise the name of the Son, which is also in the ancient Hebrew, which is Yahweh Shai. Okay? Before we begin, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, also as well, double honor to the apostles. And there was a great millstone that continually will bear well to this very day. It's continually being a flock with the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Shai. And also as well, Shalom, much honors to the sincere Akim Tazadakim, the hopefully elect that's continually pushing this word as well, continually to push this good news, this gospel, the coming of the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Shai, and all faith, truth, sincerity, and also known charity. All right. Now again, once again, man, we're back out here to declare the downfall of this chaos, man, which is Babylon the Great. Because unbeknownst to the people, man, we're at the time of the end right now, man. We're at the time now to where Yahweh Shemel Shah is about to be stirred up on the planet Earth, man. And that's by the way of this word coming out consistently. Now the spirit is hot right now, man. Yahweh Shemel Shah now is poised to destroy this place and the people that love this place, man. Especially you Edomites, man. Because Esau Edom, which is a true biblical nationality, the so-called white man, he believes he's going to get away scot-free, man. He believes that he's going to ride to the sunset, everything's going to be good, man. Not knowing that Yahweh got a target on him right now, man. All right? And very soon, the Lord is going to pounce on this man. Like a lion, all right? And somebody get that real quick. What's that line? The book of Isaiah. Yep. Because the Lord right now, Yahweh Bashir Shah's got eyes on this man, okay? Spiritually. Because man has committed a high wickedness on the planet Earth, man. Everything you see here in Babylon the Great is contributing to the death of the planet Earth, man. And Esau Edom believes that the things he's doing is contributing to the people in the earth itself, man. But here it is, you got a certain amount of their laws that they set up, right? The Georgia Guidestone saying to reduce the population by 500 million, man. And he's steadily acting upon that, man. That's why you see death at an all-time high. That's why you see death on every side, man. That comes by what? The food, the resources, all right? Especially those of you that took the max, man, all right? That took that thing, man. Now you see them getting heart attacks, man. And now they're linking it to that being the max. And here it is, people are still confused on who the devil is, man. Here, time and time again, this man has shown you again and again that he's the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. That he is an enemy of Yahweh Bashar Shah. He's an enemy to life itself, man. That's why you see life deteriorate. Because man is sitting on high right now. He's in rulership. He's ruling over the planet Earth, man. And through that rulership, death proceeds. And so that's why now it's going to come to a point where everything's just going to come to a halt. And then life is going to be brought back on the planet Earth once again. And it's going to be done by way of our Lord Yahweh Shah, who's coming back for us, man.
Jeremiah 4:7. The lion is come up from his thicket.
Right, so the lion is come up out of his thicket, man. Who's that lion? That lion is Yahweh Shah. All right? In other words, he's going to come back with his chariots, all right, with his army, okay? Because that's one of his titles, the Lord of Hosts, the Lord of Armies. He's not this passive power that they teach in these churches thinking that he's a peaceful man and that he's coming down on roses and rosebuds, all right? And giving everybody high fives, man. No, man, the Bible specifically tells you the kind of man that he is, man. And he's coming back with that energy, that warlike energy, man. Yeah.
God said the lion is come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way.
Right, man. And that's another one of his titles, man. The destroyer, okay? Especially when you go into what? Exodus, it speaks about the time of the Passover. What he was known as? He was known as the destroyer. And guess what? He's going to act upon that title once again when he returns on Babylon the Great, man. Especially when he sees his precious jewels in your hands, man. You rob the people of the Lord, man. And you know what? And the law speaks about that too, man. And that lets you know that Yahweh Bashar Shah is bringing the law back on the planet Earth too, man. Okay? And when the kingdom is established, the laws are going to be enacted fully, man. And he's going to act upon that law about stealing, man. All right? You steal the man, be found in your hand. Guess what? Death comes behind that, man. So the Lord's going to enact the law in that day, man. He's going to get at you, like okay?
I'm going to say something real quick up. Because when Yahweh shall make his grand return, the captives are not going to be loose yet. The scripture speaks about the captives hasten to be loose, right? We want to be loose from this man's clinches, man. From under wickedness. Thanks to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, we're fulfilling Romans 12 and 2. We're not conformed to this world, right? Because the scripture speaks about as the ruler of the city, so are the people, right? So we're not conforming to this world. So guess what? We're not falling up under wickedness, man. Everybody else outside of this circle, they're falling up under wickedness because they're conformed to the wicked ruler, man.
Yeah, because they believe in Esau, man. That is the only person they believe in. Anything that he puts out, they believe in. But rather, when you have men bringing out the scriptures, the word of Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai, right, the word of the creator of the heavens and the earth, you just throw it over your back, man. You throw it over your shoulder, man. Anything that's spoken of by the words of the prophet, you just downplay it, man. Right. But when Esau Edom tells you to wear a mask, it's all best off. You are happy with that, man. Anything that he says, man. Why? Because that's what y'all believe in. And that's ultimately going to lead up to the MOTB, man. That's why I scripture speaks about Revelation 13, those that worship the beast. All right? Guess what? In essence, when you worship the system, this American way of life, guess what? It's going to lead you right into taking that seal, man. And that's how you really see, who's who. Because they're going according to the spirit of Esau Edom, man.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, the 13th chapter, and the 23rd verse. It says, when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look, what he saith, they extol it into the clouds.
Yeah, that's right, man. So when a rich man speaks, and that doesn't talk about having a numerous amount of riches, but this man does have, right, the hierarchy. That's talking about somebody that's in power. And who's in power right now? Esau Edom. So it's like it says here, it says when a rich man speaks, one in power, you're extolled to the clouds, man. You're like, this is the thing he's supposed to be following, man. And then here it is, you got our own people that say that follow behind that, and if you're not doing it, they'll be the first ones to fight you over, man. And that shows you that these are the same spirits coming back, because guess what? You did the same exact thing when the Romans were in power, man. The same people, the Edomites, okay? The seeds that were ruling during that time. You did that, especially during the time when Yahweh Shai was delivered up to him, man. And you was all for it, man. You was all for putting our Lord to death, man. And that same energy is being perpetuated today, man. Y'all doing the same thing, man. You're delivering our Lord up to the enemy, man. And that let us know that those same spirits that were there back then, they were back today, man, because you're doing the same thing, man. And how do we know that? Because you in the face of the prophets, man. Anything the prophets bring out, all right, you look at it as something that's evil, man. But you know what? That's full of prophecy. Because that says what? It says the truth shall be evil spoken of, man. So you look at this truth as something evil, but yeah, here it is. We're telling you that our Lord's coming back to save you. It's coming back. It's coming back for Israel, man. That's the gospel. That's the good news. But they look at it as like, but you know what it is? Y'all been in America too long. Y'all been in Babylon too long to the point where y'all just want to stay here, man. Those same spirits, man. Back even during the time of Egypt.
Right now.
Yep, it says, but if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow it.
Yeah, see that? Because they listen to authority, man. But here it is. You don't understand that the Lord set us up, man, through the Spirit. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai set up certain men to push forward the message, man. Again, we always going to write the ambassador. The Lord has sent forth his ambassadors on the planet Earth to tell you what's about to happen. And not knowing that you are coming at men that's been set up by higher authority than Esau Edom, man. And here it is, and you rather listen to somebody that's inferior, man. That's why the scriptures say they worship the creature more than the creator in Romans the 1st chapter, man. And they do, man. Y'all worship a creature. Y'all worship a lower life form, man. I'm just say it like that, man. Okay? Because he is what? He is the basis of all men, as the scriptures say. So you rather listen to somebody that's base rather than listen to the words of the prophets that have been sent by Yahweh by Shemel Shah, man. The Most High. And that shows you how far gone our people are, man. It's no coming back. It's really no coming back from where they are right now. The only solution that we can find, that you can never find whatsoever in the plan of today, is just you just gotta be destroyed, man. That's the only solution. There's nothing else, man. You cannot rehabilitate a 2/3 or any of these people that are here in America, man. Y'all underneath a heavy spell, man. All right?
Can I say, we were speaking about that before we started the camp, Brother Diane brought up this nigga finesse 2 times, right? That's the nigga man. And he got this little nigga who runs with him, maybe 7, 8 years old, and he know how to shoot dice, and he just grinding little nigga, right? But just to add to the brother's point, you can't let nothing like that continue to surge in the earth. You can't sit a nigga down like that and try to rehabilitate him. You know the only option? Kill him. And the Lord is going to go as far as killing the fire. You know, that's going to be the perfect solution. You know, besides the famine and other plagues that the Lord prepared, that fire, man, that's going to be the cleanser agent right there, man.
That's it. Hey, the best way to get rid of trash is with fire, man. 2/3 of our people is a part of that trash that was created by Esau, man. Like the other saying. Go ahead, bro.
This is Jude 1, Jude 5. I will therefore put you in remembrance, though you once knew this, how that the Lord, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, afterward destroyed them that believed not. I said, I will therefore put you in remembrance, though you once knew this, how that the Lord, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, afterward destroyed them that believe not.
That's right, and that's the key point. Them that believe not. That's what it is, man. It's the faith. That's where it starts at, man. But here it is, like we said at the beginning, is that you believe in somebody that's of a lower class, man. All right. You believe in somebody that's just a commoner, that's made to be a commoner. Somebody that wasn't meant to be in rulership in the first place. That's the thing about it, man. Esau Edom, he was never. Hey, you got to go back to it, man. You know that's what he was given. That's a lot he was given to serve his brother Jacob. Right. So here it is. You got a man supposed to be serving his brother in rulership, but now you see the result of that. Now you see what's happening when you have somebody that's supposed to be paid a servant be in rulership. And that's why they make a whole thing about, you know, power, giving power to everybody, like democracy. Like you can do this and that. You have you can vote for this, you can vote for that. You know, you can vote for this action, that law. That giving that illusion that the people, they have power in their own hands. But it's not supposed to be like that, man. It's a certain order in the earth that's supposed to be followed. Okay?
Anybody can get a turn.
That's it.
In democracy.
Yeah, I got one back, brother. You brought out that Jew. Exodus 14, verse 12. It says, is not this the word that we did tell thee in Egypt, saying, let us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians? For it had been better for us to serve the Egyptians than that we should die in the wilderness.
Yeah, that's right, man. So back then, they were saying, look, man, we'd much rather serve the heathens. You'd much rather serve somebody supposed to be under you, man. They'd much rather do that than to follow the leadership, man, to follow Moses to the promised land, man. And now it's for your benefit. Now it's for you to be brought into a seat of rulership, man. You know, to a land where you're supposed to be living, that the Lord Yahweh Bashmel shall provide for you, man. But you murder. Same thing you're doing today, man. And that same thing is happening, man. We're reaching out to the hopefully elect, right? But you got 2/3. He's telling them, look, man, we much rather serve our current president. You would much rather serve him, all right, than turn back to y'all about Shemal Shah, man. But that's going to be an indictment against you. Because guess what? Again, same one that said that the only king that we have is Caesar. Guess what? They're back again today.
Just going back, like you mentioned, you follow the base man, you put a downgrade. This is on Isaiah 30. I started right there. Verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel but not of me.
Yeah, it said, woe to the rebellious children, man. That is that act of rebellion, man. You're rebelling against the king, bro. You're rebelling against the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, man. The creator of the heavens and the earth, man. In other words, you warn against it, man. That's what it really means. You're siding with the enemy. And that right there is insubordination, man. So from that point on, again, like we're going back to, like the brother just said, all right, the only solution is death, man. The only solution is destruction. And that's the penalty, man.
Spirit. They call out like, hey, Yahushua made the statement, those mine enemies that would not have me reign over them. Bring hither and slay them before me. Really, this is that hither. This present life, man. Those ancient spirits are brought hither. They're here now in this lifetime to receive the judgment of Yahweh Shema Shah. And you know what the spirit heavy how it plays out? It illustrates itself as you speak. The guy was walking by, he had this, I don't know if you saw the guy, he had his mouth turned up like these niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an indicator that was an ancient spirit. He had on new clothing, he had on modern clothing. So that was an ancient spirit that the Lord brought hither. Guess what? None of you going to escape Yahweh. Boy, got special forms of judgment. The refrigerator becomes lighter and lighter.
God, it says, woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel but not of me.
Right, and this is the council. Right. Yeah, this is the area. What you see right now set up, not only this camp, but other camps around the world, the Lord's setting up a council right now, man. All right? And that council, again, is for the welfare of Israel, man, in the hopes that the elect will come back. So, now that the council is being set up on the planet Earth, all right, now it's the words of Yahweh Shah is being distributed, man. And see, now it would behoove you to take heed of that counsel, man. And that's an act of mercy from Yahweh Shah. You can do that, man. The Lord didn't have to set up men back on the planet Earth again to show you his word, man. He didn't have to do that, man. But guess what? The Lord, being so gracious to Israel, he's doing it once again, man. He's putting men back in front of him, right? Because you don't want the Most High to come down and tell you, all right? And I know it's because there was in the scriptures, right? When Moses went to the mountain, and they were saying, "Look, you want to speak to the Most High?" And then when he came down, it's thunder and rumbling. It's like, Moses, he got it. I don't even want you bring it. You got it. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And again, Yahweh Shah set up this council, man, in the hopes for mercy.
So like if I may, scriptures say that should have been for their welfare. Let it become a snare. So that very counsel now is a snare. Same words that we could comfort you with, we could condemn you with. We could go in the same book to comfort Israel. We could go in next verse over and condemn you. So now the same testimony, the duality of the Lord, is really threatening you now. He comforted you. What the scripture say? We have pipe. Yep, right. But then what comes shortly after? We mourn into it. We expound on the judgment, and you niggas still don't pique your interest. Now I tell you, clean up the room, nice. and you don't do it, then I said, get your ass back up when you still don't do it. What more can I do?
This is Proverbs 13 and 20. He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed.
Yeah, that's it, man. You walk with a wise man, you're going to be wise, man. All right? So, in other words, people around the council take heed. Okay? That you remain wise, man. Because, and the thing about it is that the scripture tell you that Yahweh Shah does not take pleasure in fools. So, in order to escape that, you have to walk amongst the wise, man. Yeah, that's it. You got to separate yourself. Separate yourself from the fools, man. And that's the thing about it, man. And just to throw this example out, there's a reason why Yahweh Shah has always separated Israel from the rest of the nation. Because every single time that Israel would get around the nations, hang out around, whatever, they go off. So same thing's happening again, man. You got our people that's hanging out, chilling with Esau Edom, just being a straight fool, man.
It's just like the color white. You wear white, you can't brush up on something. You can't lean. You gotta be very careful. You wear black, you ain't really. But that's us now. The Lord purified us. We gotta be careful where we at, who we amongst, because the doctrine is gonna seep right back in, underhanded, subliminally, right? You up at 3 in the morning, think about a Ralliesburg and shit. That's because it's the people you. Hey, but you can be polluted. That's what this society is. Micah 2 and 10 says this place shall utterly pollute you. It's the philosophies that pollute you first before anything else.
It starts right there.
Started in mind. You are saved.
What I said, touch not the unclean thing.
Yep.
Okay? And I will receive.
Yep. That's it.
You know, iniquity yoke.
Yep, that's it. Yep. So this place, man, it's completely unclean. And guess what? Jake, even by subscribing to the philosophies of Babylon, they made themselves unclean, man. But here it is, like Ron earlier about the council, right? Being set up on the planet Earth. Now you're being made clean. By taking heed to the council.
Scripture said, walk in the
So like, to answer the brother point, somebody get that 2 Timothy 3. Is it 2 Timothy 3 and 14 is continued out of doctrine, right? If I'm not mistaken. Go to the 15. 2 Timothy 3 and 15. Right?
2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 15, and that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation.
Right, wise unto salvation. So the counsel is not just a wise counsel, just so you can add points to your arsenal. Cut a nigga on, cut a nigga on the patio at the barbershop. No, this wise counsel breeds salvation. Read that part again.
Which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith which is in Yahweh Shah.
Right, when it says faith which is in Hamashiach Yahweh Shah, that translates to faith in the doctrine. Remember, Yahweh Shah is the word. So when you believe in the testimony, now you're going somewhere. Now you qualify to receive the salvation that you deserve from the said earth. If you got no proof about those great powers, Yahweh Shah, and the judgment that they're forced to execute with their earth. See that, right? That's it. The fucking tank. I wish we could have got that. It was a food truck, but it looked more like a tank. With fucking military built. Yeah, it's weaponized.
That's a weapon, yeah.
Militarized. Yeah, fucking nigga, man. Eat the pork. You got strips of bacon. Go ahead.
Good, man. Yeah, that's part of it, man. Subscribe to the word, man. All right, and then from that point, you'll be able to make it clean. Oh, a part of that is believing in the prophecy.
Right.
That's what it says in Revelation, the testimony of Yahweh Shah, spirit of prophecy, man. So you gotta believe in the prophecy which is being presented to you right now. Okay? And guess what? It says it's not of any private interpretation either. Like the scriptures say, man. That's why you see us out in the open, out in the midst of the people, not somewhere off in the cave somewhere, But no, man, it's right in front of you, it's in your face, man. And to believe in the prophecy is that you must believe that Babylon the Great is going to disappear off the planet Earth, man. And if you don't believe in that, you won't have the testimony of Yahushua. Yahushua's not evil, man. Right.
This is Acts 2:38. And Peter said unto them, repent and be baptized every one of you in the name of Yahushua for the remission of sins, that ye receive the gift of the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, and that's it, man. And you know what? That's beautiful. You brought it up because we're coming up on the day of atonement. And Jake don't realize that, man, you got sins on top of sins on top of sins right now. You are laden with iniquities right now, man. And you don't even know it. And that's a scary thing, man. Like, you don't even realize that you're off right now. Like, you just don't have a care in the world. You're just walking by. You don't understand that Yahweh, his anger is hot right now. And it is going up day by day, man. Not knowing that the Lord is poised to destroy this place and everybody that's here, man. Save the elect. Because right now the Lord is looking for those that seek mercy, man. All right? Those that acknowledge their offense. And see, by us even being out here, we're acknowledging our offense, man. We're showing the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, look, we know we went off, man. So here we are in the elements, in front of the people, suffering the elements, even the people getting on faces, suffering all that for mercy, man. And that's what we pitch towards the hopefully elect, the ones that are seeking, man. Those that are out right now that haven't been brought in yet, man. Okay? We telling them, look, man, Lord, Yahweh Shai seeking those that are seeking mercy from their iniquities, man. Okay? And right now, man, it's only a matter of time before the Lord's anger runs deep. Because you see what's happening around the world, man. Things are happening left and right. Prophecy is happening every single minute, every single second, man. You can't even go a minute without seeing prophecy happening, man. It's hot right now, man. Okay? So look, and that's why the scriptures say, be mindful of the time, so to speak. Roughly paraphrasing, man. You can tell the weather, right? But can you not discern the signs of the times? And here it is, the signs are right in front of you, man. Okay?
Okay. It's Ephesians 1:13. It says, in whom ye also trusted, after that ye heard the word of truth, the gospel of your salvation, in whom also after that ye believe.
Yeah, it's the gospel of your salvation, man. And that's the good news. And the good news is that, look, you're going to be taken out of the hands of your enemies, man. Out of the hands of those that oppress you, man. Once you ain't going to get it, man. Locking arms, holding hands, carrying picket sign, that's not going to do it, man. What does that ever help you, Jake? What in time does it ever help your cause, so to speak? Never, man. So what now? I always say, yeah, man. So now it's to the point where, look, you got to seek after divine intervention at this point, man. Because again, that's the only way. Because Yahweh Shai, and it's beautiful. Because now the Lord have made it to now to where you have no choice but to look for him, man. Because every single avenue that Jake tried to go to, they've been met with destruction, man, and more oppression. So the only avenue that you can really take is the Lord Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, and like I just read, what is the gospel about salvation, man? Which lies in Yahweh Shai, which means he delivers, he saves. Okay, the Savior. There's a reason why he's given that name, man, and he's going to act upon that name. Okay, and he's only going to deliver those that sincerely want to get out of Babylon, man. That is vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, man. Okay? This is vexing, man. It is, man. This is truly vexing, man. Again, that's why we feel the way we feel, man. Because again, we understand that all this that we see around us right now is contributing to the destruction of Israel, man. It's contributing to the further decline and collapse of our people, man. And then when we see that, it's like, well, damn, man. It's like you want to get out of here yesterday, man. Looking at this. So that's why, again, man, look, this is everything that we see right now, all right, it only furthers our desire to leave, all right? It furthers our desire to be delivered out of this pit, man, this prison that we put in.
Yeah, I got that.
Because this right here is true suffering. And Israel don't realize that they're still suffering, man. You know? When you had to look, think about it, man. When you had to take time to look at a food label, come on now. You gotta look at a food label.
You can't even pronounce the ingredients on the box.
The nutritional label saying, you know, this and that, got this ingredient.
And apple juice got more than just apple juice.
Again, and you always think, all right, why I gotta say
non-GMO. Why you got? That's equivalent to you saying, I'm not gonna steal your phone, nigga. Your phone, I ain't gonna steal it. Right?
Yeah. But that's the thing, man. But that lets you know. But that also tells you, right? They know they're not right for doing it. That lets you know that they know themselves that this ain't right by even having to do that. Because you know that you putting GMOs in the food, man. You know all that, and the people call you out. And here it is, when the people call you out, now you got to make a response. Say, well, it's got this, and it's got that. You know, but it still is not helping us the problem. Because you still the food that they give, even though it's still in the lab, man. They still got to preserve it some kind of way to sell it to you, man. So even if you do that, man, it's still, that's just little, man. But again, that goes to show you that those that actually realize that they're oppressed, they realize that we are still in this prison, man. Those that are here right now that are prophesying, okay, we understand that we right now, we understand that this ain't living, man. This is not life. This is not where it ends, man. Because the longer that we're here, man, the longer we have to suffer this man's rulership, right? The longer that life itself deteriorates, man. That's why the Lord's speeding things up right now, man. Because now it's gotten to the point to where the earth is a critical condition, man. So now Yahweh is ready to come down. That's why those spirits are active right now. Those death angels, man. They are out and they're active, man.
Harvest is right.
Yeah.
Things speeding up. The Lord is not going to allow these little monsters to grow into their 20s. And that's a part of it too. That's the science behind it too, man. I sent the video out with the little niggas with the water guns. See that? The little niggas with immolate, drill, rappers. Yeah, little niggas, real tough. Niggas no more than 3 years old, 4 years old with diapers. They had their little water guns. They had a immolated blunt, like a crayon in their mouth and shit. That's why, yeah. That's why the Lord, that's a part of it. That's why the Lord's speeding this thing up, man. The Lord is, I brought it out last week. The Lord is escorting niggas to the grave. Right, yeah. You know how you tell them, come on here. You know what I mean? Grab out here, come on here. The Lord is hurrying you niggas to the famine. The Lord is hurrying you niggas to the wild beasts. The plagues overall. That we're gonna be out here week after week after week after week. Or you can tell the spirit now, we're not even in the spirit of trying to convince Jake. We already know you number to the sword. It's rare that we might interact with someone, man. That's the spirit of Yahweh. Hey, the elect can pretty much be sealed at this point. But remember, you have to grow. And the scripture say, receive what's that 2 Peter 2? The sincere milk that you might grow thereby. So for those who came in, they got to grow. So, man, hey, you have to put your money on it, the elect seal. We're just in the process of them growing, right, and becoming rooted and grounded in Yahweh, being fully persuaded. Right? That's Revelation, what's that, the first 7th chapter? Seal the name, right? But hold back the winds until that maturation is perfected.
That's what I'm saying. That's why the Lord compared his people as that grape, that cluster of the vineyard, man.
Right.
You know, and it takes time for it to grow.
Right.
So now we're in that growing process. So where it's at the point where it's going to be fully developed, and then the Lord can pick that grape.
Right.
All right? And then the rest of it, he's just going to leave it alone, man. All right? Because, and it says too, right? It says with great labor, okay, he made it perfect. What was that labor? Yahweh Shah. When he offered up himself, all right? And guess what? He's still working this very day, man. You know?
Yeah, we continuing in that labor.
Yeah, that's it.
Vineyard is being dressed. That sweet savor is going up. Eventually, the Lord's going to come pluck his fruits. And then he's going to burn the rest, man.
Yeah. That's why we enter into that season, man.
Right.
Yeah, in which, you know, it got to the point now where we enter in the harvest, man. And that's for a period of time. Because, of course, you got the 4 seasons, right? Winter, spring. So now we're entering into the harvest season, man. And now the Lord is about to reap. Okay?
Right.
He's about to reap the planet Earth and bring those that he has put labor in to make perfect. Okay? And then burn the rest. So, therefore, that's why now you're seeing that growth again, like the author mentioned. Now the elect is being groomed to be perfect. Okay? Because that's what Yahweh Shah is seeking after right now. He's seeking perfection. And again, through that labor, like we mentioned, right? Now we enter into that perfection, man. Okay? And that is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shah, man. All right? Especially through Yahweh Shah, like I just said, we continue the legacy. All right? Yahweh Shah was the forerunner, man. And through those labors that he did, right? Spreading the gospel, right? Teaching about the kingdom of Yahweh Shah. Guess what? Since now we're on that same path, guess what? Now we're about to enter into perfection, man. Okay? And now, and again, you see that happening all over again, man. And you saw the end of Yahweh Shah, right? He was seeing his glory. Okay? Now you see at the right hand of the Heavenly Father. And guess what? Now you're about to witness glory be seen on the day of the Lord that you see teaching, man. Which Lord's will, we're part of the hopefully elect, man.
Just going back to what you said, continuing in that legacy. St. John 13 and 34, it says, a new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. We'll read that again. St. John 13 and 34, a new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you.
Right. And that's what, if I may, that's what you witness. This is the love one another aspect of the ministry. Right? And what's loving one another? Patting you on the back? No. Extending, right, yeah. Expounding on your Yahweh Shah. Matter of fact, let's prove that. What's that, First Thessalonians, the 4th chapter? Is that 1 Thessalonians 4?
And 18. Therefore, comfort one another with these words.
Right, with these words. So those are not two different extremes. It's not like the Lord said, love one another on this end, but on this end of the spectrum, comfort one another. No, that's the same action. And it's done by way of what? It's forged by what? These words. So if we comfort you with these words, then that's equivalent to loving one another. And the key word that's the key words is one another. That basically cancels out each and every individual outside of this circle. Well,
It says, verse 35, but this, Salakia, By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have loved one to another.
And how all men going to know? Because we're going to be plastered out in the forefront. Via the internet, physically out on the highways and byways, made a spectacle for everybody to see us.
Right.
This is a miraculous work of the Lord, man. You might marvel at it, but this is extension of the will, intent, and overall determination of the Lord.
Right.
Hey, for an example, you might say, you love, you might your perspective of loving one another is relieving somebody by sliding them $20. You can apply that, but everybody ain't gonna see that. The scripture say that everybody might know. I give you $20 on the side. You all know that. So this love right here that would be extended would be the process being thrust into the forefront. This is one of the heavy signs and wonders that will serve as an indicator that Yahweh Shai on his way back, man. Right? This is how we know Yahweh Shai on the way back. Because the prophets of old will be raised up, the spirit of life. Job spoke about that. It was a cryptic message to really read, what's that, Job? Yeah, let's get that real.
Job 19 and start 23.
Okay, come.
It says, "Oh, that my words were now written." It says, "Oh, that they were printed in a book."
Right, you see that? Hey, something as subtle as this word is what's going to alter reality. Think about that. Your reality going to be altered. The so-called white man will no longer be in power based on his word. The Lord wrote Esau out of power. Right? I'm just looking at America, man. Sometimes you got to suck up the Babylonian experience.
Right.
The Lord going to write Mercedes-Benz. I'm just saying it because I see that's going to be wrote out of existence. But the works therein will be burned. Hip-hop artists is going to be written out of existence. That's why it's an "oh, that my word." Like, matter of fact, click on that word. You got to piece up.
Yeah, I know one.
Right.
Real quick.
All right, come on.
Real word.
Yeah, come on.
Just going what you said. Matthew 24 and 14. "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations."
Oh, come on, man. That's cold. Read that again.
Matthew 24 and 14. "And this gospel of the
Now,
kingdom."
before you read that, jump up to the third verse.
All right, come. St. Matthew 24 and verse 3. It says, "And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?"
Right, so to set the tone here in Matthew the 24th chapter is projected the signs that will serve as tokens concerning the end. Right, you see that? That's going to be written up. You see that the couple, Ellen DeGeneres. Right? That's going to be written out. That was written out of. It was not. It's going to be. It was actually written out of existence. But what activated it is the fact that the Lord raised us up and spoke it into existence. Case in point, right? You go to court, they actually have to read out the sentence. You know? Well,
It says,
yep, now go back to your point.
all right, come. All right, jumping down from St. Matthew 24 and 3, jumping down to St. Matthew 24 and 14. "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness
See,
unto..."
for a witness. That lends credence to the original point I made in the spirit. Our very presence proved that Yahweh Shai comes. Right? Us preaching is a witness. Oh!
Call all y'all.
All the way back to outside.
Call all y'all.
And the people looking at us crazy, but you can't experience this when you experience it. You can't experience the Yahweh Shai, man. You can't,
Why the horn didn't blow 5 seconds earlier to the elder saying?
You fucking nigga right now, man. Go ahead, yeah, go ahead.
St. Matthew 24, jumping down. St. Matthew 24 and 14. It says, and this gospel of the kingdom, and St. Matthew 24:14, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations.
The prophets will come out. The word priest translates the prophets out. So once the prophets come out, then that will serve as a witness that Yahweh shall on the way, man. And remember, the scripture speaks about making the. Matter of fact, real quick, give me that in Isaiah 40. We clearing the way for the Lord. We making way for Yahweh Shah. Because that's strange, when that strange power, because the Lord is going to be strange to these people, man. It's going to be like a sci-fi movie when the Lord returns. But to soften the blow, so to speak, the Lord got us introducing you to him. Come on.
Fine. It's Isaiah 40, starting verse 1. Comfort ye my people, saith your power. Speak ye comfortably to Jerusalem, and cry to her.
Yeah, you know what we found out? That's not talking to about every Israelite. IUIC niggas, man, your mouths must be stopped. Something gotta happen, man. Hopefully, pockets go out on every church. Yeah, niggas they got shot at one weekend. Like gas lines that go off and all that stuff. I mean, guys, you know, because they'll come out in the middle of the hood. Sister, take off those spandex. Fuck niggas, man.
Hey, I had a female tell me, man. I had a female think. She
Pardon me, man.
real talk. She thought that, right? That GMS was a part of them guys with the elder talking about. And she asked me, she was like, man, I had a guy run up to me with a pamphlet with the purple and gold, right. And he kept telling me the laws. This is exactly what the girl told me. She said he was saying the laws, statutes, and commandments. And I had on pants and I was going off, and he asked me what my man was. I was like, man, don't pay no attention to that shit. I said, first of all, he was going off.
Right.
He was going off. Before he approached you, the question that he should have asked you, sister, are you married? Okay, and then once you would have said you was married,
he should have never let the word sister come out of
none of that shit.
If I see somebody, I ain't got nothing to say to you, man.
Yeah, man, let her be.
This the platform.
Yeah, this the exactly.
Yeah. You better not say sister to no.
Hey, man, the crazy part about it. The crazy part about it, she didn't come across the camp. She was going in the meat market.
Right.
She was going in the meat market. This man ran her down going in the meat market. I wouldn't mind if she came across the camp or stopped at the camp and inquired what was going on. This man ran her down in the meat market like running lot. Sister, where your husband? You got on pants, the law, statute.
The scriptures say they cross land and sea. Right? They go above and beyond the call of duty, man. Scriptures say speak ye comfortably to Jerusalem. Jerusalem is the city of peace, man. That's really the elect, man. What scriptures say, peace and mercy be upon the Israel of the Most High, man. That's the city of peace, right? So we're not speaking like that, right? I mean, you know, you said we're going to, well, hey, I still call them out. You know that's wrong, sister. Stop holding her hand, sister. Fuck it, man. Hey, guess what? If John the Baptist was here, he'll tell them, they better not even look that way. He'll tell them to go to the burning house. He wouldn't tell them to come out of the burning house. John the Baptist said, who have warned you to flee, man. So we're more surprised if a nigga stopped and listened. Right? We're more surprised than that. Come on. Yeah, come on.
Going back, the Lord's not dealing with all of Israel. Only for those few spirits. This is St. Luke 4. In verse 25, it says, but I tell you of a truth, many widows were in Israel in the days of Elias, when the heaven was set on 3 years and 6 months, when great famine throughout all the land.
Right, and this saying right here, when Yahweh Shai spoke this shook everybody up. They wanted to kill Yahweh Shai to this. If I'm not mistaken, that's when they tried to throw him off the cliff. So what Yahweh Shai saying really cut Israel, man. And that's the spirit we come in. Hey, because the elder brought it out earlier about those white garments. When you got on white, right? I'm just being honest. You got on something clean and you around something dirty, you're gonna be like, you're gonna be standoffish. And that's why the people hate us. Yeah, we tell them no pork, and they get mad. And that's equivalent to us saying, no, I don't want to get my white garments spotted, man. Go ahead, now.
This says, but until none of them was Elijah sent.
And Yahweh Shah says, man, there were plenty of widows in the time of the drought. And how that apply now, man? The word being a refreshing, a comfort. The word being a form of relief. Those waters to quench your thirst. So spiritually, this is a time of a drought. But the Lord didn't send Elijah, in this case, the prophets, to all of Israelites. Right?
But unto none of them was Elijah sent, save unto Sarepta, a city of Sidon, unto a woman that was a widow.
Right. And she was a foreigner pretty much. But she was an Israelite. So the Lord only sent the prophets to the widow. And why? Because the widow, restoring the Luke, the 8th chapter, would cry out for justice. The Lord ain't coming to a nigga who content with America and who is poised to rouse up at you. Man, you try to break, and it can be subtle. Brother, leave the strips of bacon alone. A nigga a lunch at you. The guy rolled by a couple of weeks ago, he might be dead. But I hope he's here to receive all the scourges. But remember the guy rolled by and said, I'll be back.
Yeah.
That's because he might have encountered IUIC.
Yeah, that's true though. That's true. You're right. He thought we was a part of that. Right.
Said that out here.
Oh, yeah. It was a couple of weeks. Yeah.
It's been like,
I didn't hear it either. It was reported after camp.
yeah.
But I remember the car was like a Saturday car.
So the actual quote what the nigga said,
How y'all told the nigga to put down the station?
the niggas came by. I hope you can hear me. The nigga came by and he hung out the one that said, yeah, I'll be back with that chop on y'all ass.
Well, I don't even want it.
You know what I mean? But that's the most I set this nigga up. Yeah, for his destruction, man.
Hey, don't tell me it
Come
ain't
on.
no phone and mom,
It
they can't
says,
leave.
I like it.
Y'all trying to come, but we can't talk if you don't say cheese. I just be chilling, let me
It
tell
says,
you how my day
and many lepers were in Israel at the time of the mission of prophets, and none of them was cleansed, save the called bond of Syria.
Right. So the Lord wasn't sent to cleanse all of these niggas, man. The Lord was only sent, which we represent Yahweh Shah. We're an extension of the hand of the Lord. Right? The Lord only cleansed the elect, which that act is a fulfillment of biblical prophecy. Because the marriage of the Lamb, that's a heavy prophecy, man. The marriage of the Lamb, that's when the one people out there ignorantly refer to as Jesus Christ is going to return in his glory. And he's going to join himself to his believers. Yeah, come on.
Joel 2:1. It says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion. Sound an alarm in
Yeah,
my...
that's the spirit. Yeah, come on. Yeah, right. See that? That's the spirit, man. Read that again.
Joel 2 and verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion.
Right.
And sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
Right. So that alarm is only sound in this holy mountain. Meaning those are the only spirits that's going to actually hear it. You know what proved that? Go to Isaiah the 6th chapter. You still got something? Yeah, go to that Isaiah the 6th chapter. Right?
Yeah, add on what you're saying. That's why scripture say that the Lord's going to give himself to other people. And what's the other people talking about? It's talking about the elect.
Right.
Israel, the Israel of the Most High.
Israel of the Most High.
So this was happening right now, man. Because really, he doesn't need every single Israelite, man. No. He only needs just that small number, that remnant to continue the kingdom, man. All right, or to even bring back the nation, man. We don't need like Israelites, man. And that's why, again, we got, like IUIC's other Israelite camps trying to bring in all Israel. Here it is. again, this how we know that y'all not opening your mouth. Y'all forgot about Zechariah 13:8. Zechariah 13:8. That's the number one scripture that, be honest, have they ever brought up that precept? Correct me if I'm wrong. Has any IUIC anybody bring out the Zechariah 13:8?
They stay in Deuteronomy 2:8.
Yeah. So what's going on?
Because they actually entry-level Israelites.
Yeah, that's it.
God set them up to let you know you're an Israelite. That's why the guy, the Tahoe probably got offended. God said the nigga did.
They think it isn't like party.
But if I make just going back on Lord, he said he's gonna make another nation of Moses.
Right.
That's the house of David.
That's it.
So that's you niggas, man. You're not a part of it. What you got to do?
Oh, can I say too? Like Marshall was saying, that the Lord only needs that remnant. That's the seed, and that's how the rest of the nation gonna grow from that seed. But you ain't got to cut a whole big orange tree, go through the rigorous. You try to coat the orange tree. You take a little seed, right? You carry that one little seed. And then that's going to bring the whole orange tree back. And another quick point, that word seed, it goes back to stone. When you really dig into that word seed. There are certain seeds that's known as stone. Like a seed for a peach is known as a stone. So a seed and a stone is the foundation in which we build from. So the Lord ain't got to bring, you know how much rigorous, we have to go through, man, to get, I'm just looking down, right? You got all genres of niggas. Genres of niggas. You got actually different genres of niggas. You got your hardcore. Field niggas. Right, you got your gamer niggas and all that, man. Conscious niggas. We gonna sit down and talk to a nigga who listen to most death on niggas. And try to convince them to get into the scripture. Right. No, we're only dealing with the elect. And the elect heavy. The elect gets off on wisdom. Right? So it's a perfect match. We ain't got to do a song and dance for the elect. The only thing we got to do is teach. And it's going to be a perfect, oh no, she good? She good? Yeah, she good. Oh, you all right? You good, right? Yeah. I mean, good looking though, but you know. Hey, but hey, you know what? It's just, hey. This like this ghouls and goblins. This is yeah, and that was still kind of like yeah.
So it ain't circumspect.
Right. You see, yeah. You see script Bibles open, and you gonna make your way. All right, come on. Let's go.
Okay. Isaiah chapter 6, verse 9. And he said, go and tell the people, hear ye indeed, but understand not.
Right, so that sound of the trumpet, like the brother read, blow your trumpet in Zion. So this trumpet is being blown, but it's only being perceived by the elect. And here it is, we got missile signs to facilitate the right, to complement what we said. Yet, a nigga, he just disregard, discard the message altogether. That's equivalent to you being laying in the bed because you niggas asleep and smoke alarm going on. And a nigga turn the cover and roll over, you know what? He should die at that point. Think I'm gonna stop and say, get up, man, get up. It's a fire. I'm explaining to him. I'm gonna be outside the house, right? Yeah, looking at my phone, man. Face, man.
It's the point. It's the point in which you try to rehabilitate nigga too long, you gonna end up dead with him. It's like fishing. You don't jump in the water to fish from the boat. From that comfortability of the boat.
Right.
You throw that net out. We don't, yeah, you know, that's why we ain't walking up on people. The word getting cast out as the net.
Yeah. We telling you to come out. from among us. Come out of that burning house. I'm not going to run in the house and get you. You got to hear the sound. Right. Come on.
This is Proverbs 13 and 13.
Yep.
Whoso despises the word
Beautiful.
shall be destroyed.
Read that again.
Whoso despises the word shall be destroyed.
Right, so that's what the Bible promotes. Judgment, man. You despise the word, the Lord promised you going to destroy it. The Lord got creative ways to this. You know it's going to be a beautiful piece of work. The family going to break these proud niggas down. Man.
They fear the commandment shall be destroyed.
Right, what does the scripture mean when it says he who fears the commandment? The commandment is the Yahweh. That's why it's single. That's the word. Now real quick, look up that word despise. You got some over there? Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, real quick. He said, family. Psalms 33:18. Behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy, to deliver their soul from death, and to keep them alive and fed.
Right. Yeah, the only ones going to be kept alive is the ones who fear the Lord, man. And the fear of the Lord goes far beyond the trembling when it's lightning. Like, some niggas, like, everybody got the story of grandma telling you to sit down, it's lightning outside. That's not the fear that the Lord talks about, man. This fear is concerned and hearkening to the message, the report. But for those who don't, guess what? You're going to succumb to the evil, the plague, the famine. The niggas love to eat. That's why when you go into the record, what was the driving force? That was more irritating to the fucking nigga shit out of, but it's like, this place confused. This madness out here, man. But one of the driving forces and motivation behind Jake is really the delicacies here. Right? What Yahweh said they was eating and drinking. So when you go into ancient Egypt, they wanted to go back because of the cucumbers. So the Lord going to combat that with a famine, man. Everything that held these niggas down out here that captured your attention, that's going to be taken away. Come on.
Because that word despise, Strong's 8, 936, it says to despise, hold in contempt, hold as insignificant.
Right, hold as insignificant. So for Jake, who come across, who encounter the prophet, and they thumb their nose up at us, that's equivalent to you holding your Yahweh as insignificant. That means you saying the kingdom, that ain't about that. That's what you saying in a roundabout way, man. You turn your nose up at us. You saying the hell with the Lord, man. But guess what? The Lord controls whether you eat or not. Right. Yeah, that stay in that step. Yep, that's what holds you up. This is what stabilizes you people's food, man. And hey, the Day of Atonement coming too, man. It's gonna be on the certain spirit, right? Other Israelite groups not gonna be keeping the Day of Atonement because they don't even got the high holy day calendar. And let's just say, even if they keep it on another day, the Lord will honor that, right? But hey, for the most part, people like that, you don't even know that there's what would you call it? Not you have like a, no, it's touching a fast. You have a fast that's required, or this is mandatory for water. This is a mandatory fast that's going on the planet Earth, man. But the very thing that drives you, your lust is eating. You niggas don't fast in a minute, man. Hey, because you know when you fast, right, you become more spiritual. That's the best time to pray. So it's a science even behind the fast.
Get close to the Most High.
Right. Once the Lord brings the famine on you, y'all gonna become more spiritual. You're gonna see spiritually. You know, in a sense, things gonna make more sense, you know. Come on. Yeah, right, because when you fast, like that's remember when Yahweh fast for 40 days, he was praying, man. Because that's when that connection That's the best time to pray, man. But the flesh is, just moved aside.
Right. So when you inflict the flesh, that pleases the Most High. It's like Ezra. What did he tell Ezra? You want these things to be revealed.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's right. This is what I want you to do. All right. So what you do, you inflict your soul, man. All right. You become as close as being pure as you can in this flesh, man, in the sight of the Most High.
Start seeing more spiritually.
Right.
Daniel. Remember Daniel? He fasted 21 days
Right.
concerning a certain matter.
And you become closer to the angels.
Right, it don't make sense. When you niggas ain't hating, it don't make sense. Yeah.
Woo!
That's bad right there.
Got something real quick.
Yep. Come on.
In 2 Corinthians 12 and 9. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, it says, and he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Yahushua may rest upon me. Therefore, I take pleasure in my infirmities and reproaches, necessities, persecutions, and distresses for Yahushua's sake. And when I am weak, then am I strong. If I may. The NLT said, each time he said, my grace is all you need. My power works best in weakness. So now I am glad to boast about my weaknesses so the power of Yahushua can work for me. It'll be them type of a fast that really knock you down to a level. Because you out there basically suffering, especially the first few times you fast. It's like 24 hours feel like 40. It feel like 4 days. It feel like 40 days. It'll be the worst, but in that moment, as the elders pointing out, in that moment, you strong in the Lord. Your connection with the Lord really do be strong. The Lord's grace is sufficient. Basically, that's enough to get you through not eating for 24 hours, even 48. Man. You got brothers that did, 3 days, whatever the spirit is on you to do, without being overrighteous. But basically, that moment, you sending up prayers, that's a heavy moment. Day of Atonement is a heavy moment. And the more serious you take them, the more it actually works. Yahushua's spirit works.
Yeah, we was talking about that, how I know, speaking on behalf of myself, I'm looking forward. I'm hastening for the Day of Atonement, man. In a sense, because first and foremost, we believe. So in that event, you're afflicting yourself. The scripture said that, is that Isaiah 58? Isaiah 58, this is what the Lord requires. He who afflicted his soul. Right, oh yep, is this not the fast I chosen? But yep, that's the spirit. Right? So that's heavy, that's in the record, and everybody don't have access to that. That's why we got to thank Yahushuah. He allowed us access to the things that's pleasing in his sight, that brings you into his good graces, man. So it's not because of our merits that we're going to be fasting that day. No, that's the favor of the Lord on us, so that we'll fulfill biblical prophecy. As touching those spirits that will receive his mercy.
Hey, can I real quick?
Yeah.
Since you said that, real quick.
Yep.
Second Ezra. Somebody get it real quick. Happy our week. No, matter of fact, that's the book of Baruch, chapter 4. You already know what I'm talking about. Yep.
Baruch chapter 4 and verse 4. O Israel, happy are we.
See, listen now. O Israel, happy are we. Go ahead.
For the things that are pleasing to the Most High are made known unto us.
That's just going into what the elder was saying. But guess what? That's not talking about all of Israel. Let's talk about what the elder's saying. That small number. Right? What is that? St. John 6:29. When they ask you how do we work the works of the Most High? right? Everybody don't know how to work the works of the Most High. It wasn't revealed unto everybody how to work the works of the Most High. So it was revealed unto that small number, the things that was pleasing unto the Most High. That's what, just going with you.
Hey, yeah, someone angry with you, right? And if they closing themselves off of you, then you can't make it right with them.
That's it.
They mad at you, but they won't
Right.
tell you what's the problem. So
Right.
there's nothing you can do
Beautiful.
to try to mend that.
That's it. That's it.
Right?
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Or kindle that,
That's it.
that anger.
That's it.
But the Lord, He gave us a glimpse into what He would be pleased with as it relates to this lifetime, man. Because certainly we can't keep the law. You get that out of your bugged out mind, you can't keep the law, statutes, and commandments when they're perfect. Furthermore, you know that proves too, that them niggas in IUIC or any of you teach that doctrine, you're against your house shot. You can very well be those wicked amongst the Pharisees, right? Because when you teach the idea of keeping the law, then ultimately you're canceling out, you making void your house role. Your house was raised up the same way. So you telling them, nah, don't worry about your house you can do it. Hope, yep. We are prisoners of hope. We hope that Yahweh will count us worthy to see His salvation, man. And salvation is a process. Yeah, when the famine hit, and just say you escaped that means you experience salvation. But the scripture also says hope to the end. So that proves that salvation is a process. Come on.
Just bagging you up what you're saying about Yahushua. 2 Corinthians 3:6, it says, who also have made us able ministers unto the New Testament, not of the letter, but of the spirit.
Right.
For the letter killeth.
Right, the letter killeth, man. All of you who join yourself. Now, let's throw this out there. Start with our teachers, the apostles, and elders. We in no wise condemn the law or make void the law, right? But we expound on it as touching giving you clarity concerning it. Hey, if it's something you got there in a village somewhere, keeping the law, more power to you, man. But guess what? Know that it's going to be your house shut. Job, remember? Job said, I will see my Redeemer. See?
It says, but of the spirit, for the letter killeth, but the spirit giveth life.
Yeah. And the spirit really is the spirit of prophecy. That's what we ought to wrap our minds around, put our trust in, and hope in. The story, pretty much we was given the story, it was brief. We pray that we've been cast in the story as the elect. All right, so come on, go back. We had a few holders. We go back to the Isaiah 40. Finish that off. We had that Isaiah 6. Go back to that.
Isaiah chapter 40, verse 1. Comfort ye, my people, says without.
Right, so the Lord only comforted His people, man. Well,
Speak ye comfortably to Jerusalem, and cry unto her that her warfare is accomplished, that her iniquity is hard, for she hath received on the Lord's hand double for all her sins.
right. Now, those who will be pardoned in this lifetime will be the elect. For an example, right, when you read Jeremiah the 30th chapter, it speaks about that Jacob shall be saved out of it at that time of trouble. That's not talking about all the Israelites. That's only talking about that prestige number, the elect. All right, so come on, you go back.
John, it says, the voice of him that cries in the wilderness, prepare ye the way for the Lord, make straight in the desert a highway for our power.
Right. All right.
every valley shall be exalted, and every mountain and hill shall be made low.
Right, so the scripture said make way for the Lord, man. That's why we was raised up and introduced you to Yahweh. And it goes on to say every mountain shall be laid low and every valley shall be exalted. And we witnessing that. This transition of power that's taking place on the planet Earth also serves as an indicator that Yahweh is on the way back. Go ahead and finish that out.
He says, and the crooked shall be made straight, and the rough places plain.
Right, the clarity. This is what's on display as well. The Lord put the Spirit on certain men to cast light on the dark sands of Scripture, thus giving us hope. All right, so come on.
This is Romans chapter 11 and verse 7. What then Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it.
Right. Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for. What Israel is seeking, what our people seeking, man? Relief. Our people seeking some form of comfort, man. Jake toils, scratch, and claw to be relieved. They can go to the gym, shoot an innumerable amount of jump shots. They go to the studio, they do studio time. In all the effort to be relieved from that continual stroke of oppression, man. At the hand of your enemy, your arch enemy and nemesis, man, Esau, the so-called white man. Come on, out.
But the election have obtained it.
Right, who is the election, man? That's beginning at the process of Yahweh Shai is spilling over to the sincere believers who believe on the report. We're the only one who's going to obtain it. And we already obtained it because really that's the comfort. Give me real quick Ecclesiastes. You know the 4th chapter.
It says, and the rest were blinded.
Right, and the rest were blinded, man. Apparently these pseudo-Israelite Jews, they haven't read that. Because clearly it tells you that our people blinded, man. So that's the spirit. And this demon thing, we should have named this, yeah. Put this date. On this. Demon day. Come on,
Ecclesiastes 4:1. So I returned and considered all the oppressions that are done under the sun.
right, which we all know the planet Earth rests under the sun. This is the place where that oppression manifests itself. And who are being afflicted? The so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. Even if you're under the false sense of being free, right? You think you made it, paid off your mortgage, you think you got a nice wage, you got promoted.
He said, so I returned and considered all the oppressions that are done under the sun. And behold, the tears of such as were oppressed, and they had no comfort.
Yeah, but they had no color. Yeah, so I can read that again.
It says, and behold, the tears of such as were oppressed, and they had no comfort.
Right. Our people have no comfort, man. That comfort is scripture. Read that earlier, comfort one another with these words.
Okay, he said, on the side of Slacken, and on the side of their oppressors, there was power, but they had no confidence.
Right? So, yeah, you can scratch and claw. Oh, our people, they think they're well off. And then they find out, they quickly find out that Esau, the power of Esau. Like Jamie Foxx, when he came out and tried to make that splash. Oh, oh, oh.
Get brown, man. Get brown, man.
gotta share this with y'all, man. We had a truck. It looked like it shouldn't even be in the tent. Truck that goes by that had defined soil on it. That's Matthew the 13th chapter. Go to that real quick. Go to that real quick. Hey, and that pretty much goes into what we're going into. Because our people is defiled starting with their reasoning. It's your reasoning that separated you from your power, man. Your priorities are off. You put your trust in the so-called right. Come on.
Because it's Matthew chapter 13 and verse 13, excuse me, in verse 3. And he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, Behold, a sower went forth to sow. And when he had sown, some seed fell by the wayside, and the fowls came and devoured them up.
Yeah, read that part again.
And when he had sown, some seed fell by the wayside.
That's the same one. You did a black history report, you sell signs for a nigga. If you got honey, come back, that's the same nigga in a hell camp. That's why the Lord said, he said they'd be afflicted, right? He said they'd be afflicted anymore. They're going to only revolt. Yeah, why should I forget? They will only revolt one more. So he got them back then. Now this is them niggas back. So now the Lord's going to burn you. Like, read that again.
And when he had sown, some seeds fell by the wayside.
Right. That seed being the word. Once the word went out, that word fell. Some of the seeds fell by the wayside. Go ahead.
And the fowls came and devoured them up.
Right. It said, and the fowls came and devoured them up. Now, the wayside is concerning a particular mindset. And really, who is the fowls that came and devoured the word up? Now, really go back to Esau when you go into it. The fowls of the air. You know what prove that? 2 Corinthians, the 4th chapter, the guys of this world have blinded the mind. And let's further prove that come out Esau. Go to Psalm 140 and 5. The powers that be, the ways of this world, right? It compromises your reason. You're not ready to fully commit because what the world offers, that's the fowls of the air taking the word away. Whether it's what we just say in the plenty time, right? Let's say like a brother come up with this one and it's broad like that, she snatch him away. Why did she snatch him away? Because she's of this world. And that goes back to the fowls of the air, man. Matter of fact, go there real quick.
Book of Psalms, chapter 140, verse 5. The proud have hid a snare for me in cords. They have spread a net by the wayside.
See, by the wayside, man. That's where they lay their snare. That's where he lays the snare when you come and go at.
They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me. Salah.
See that? All right, so come on, let's go back.
Because Matthew 13 and 5, some fell upon stony places.
Right, then the word fell on stony places as well. That's concerning the stony minds. The reasoning of men that's considered stony. Now, what's the scripture promoting here? Clarity, man. Because when you go into vivid illustration, it's an effort to bring more understanding. So now, if I'm trying to plant a seed in a stony ground, it's not going to take. As Jake walked by, some of these grounds are stony. Other forms of reasoning is the wayside. It's not going to take in a simple nigga mind. Go ahead,
where they had not much earth. And forthwith they sprung up because they had no depth of earth. And when the sun was up, they were scorched. And because they had no root, they withered away.
Yep. And go more in depth into that. Those who actually tried to lay hold of it, right? whenever they was faced with certain resistance that scorched, the elements wasn't right. Everything didn't line up perfectly for them to receive it. And there were certain things that arose that contributed to them either becoming offended, not being able to grasp it, or just drawing back altogether. That's why you see the different circumstances that came with them not receiving. First and foremost, their mind was stony. And not only that, the sun arose. That affected them in their walk. They can continue with the process of the word taking root and growing. Come on.
And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. But others fell into good ground.
Right, but the word also fell into good ground. The good ground represents a good, sound mind. Let's pull that up. You know what I want. Yep.
Wisdom of Solomon 1:1. Love righteousness, ye that be judges of the earth. Seek of the Lord with a good heart.
Right, or with a good mind. Go ahead.
And in simplicity of heart seek him.
Right, so with a good heart, a good mind, or as it relates to the parable, good ground. It causes you to seek the Lord with simplicity of heart. That means you're willing to be taught. The Lord have captivated you. He have grabbed your attention now. Once you heard this word, you're willing to lay everything to the side and eat it up and soak it up. You got the right mindset. And that's why that truck rolled out. You can't make it up. It said the fine soil, man. Come on, man. That was how was I making this point.
Creme de la creme of soil.
That's it. And that proves right there that the Lord ain't dealing with the outward man. He's dealing with your reasoning. That's why we're not that shallow to look at a perceived Edomite and just cast them off as being, or like General Tazariak. Tazariak. He kicked the guy. He kicked the little Jake out of at the cookout. He perceived him to be he was a West African, straight up Israelite, man. But he perceived him to be a Hamite. That was because he didn't have the discernment of Yahweh Shah. But as we read right here, we see what the Lord considers the inner man, the reasoning of men. Again, that's what's going to get you in trouble with the Lord, your reasoning, man. You're going to wake up the strips of bacon. And you know it's wrong, man.
This is Psalm 19:14. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight.
Read that again.
Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart.
See, and the meditation of thy heart. Go ahead.
Be acceptable in thy sight.
See, be acceptable in thy sight, man. So this is what you should desire, that the Lord accept your mindset, your reasoning. And the only way that can be accomplished is by subscribing to a particular doctrine. Remember when you read, what's that, St. John 15th chapter? It tells you how you are now clean through the word that I have spoken unto you. Does this mean we're clean outwardly? Of course not. We're clean. Matter of fact, give me that in, is that 1 Samuel 16? 2 Samuel 16? Yep.
This is Psalm chapter 51 and verse 10.
Beautiful. Hey, that's it. Hey, matter of fact, jump up to that 6 verse. Right, before you get that, come on.
God, this is the book of 1 Samuel 16 and verse 7. But the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance, or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him.
Right, so the Lord don't care about the height of your stature, your status, if you will, in this world, even your physique. You gotta impose and present. God don't give a fuck about that, man. Which men look at, matter of fact, continue.
It says, for the Lord seeth not as man seeth.
Right, these are the things that preoccupy the minds of men. They want to see something to validate our wills. They want, where your school at? They want us to march down First Ave. I can't believe a nigga do that, man. I can't believe you do that, man.
Straight out the civil rights
Yeah.
1964 handbook.
They might as well have a float. We got a float with the tablet of the Ten Commandments. At the base, yeah. A float of Satan. Man, nigga couldn't convince me, man. I would have knew that. Hey, oh, give a damn who you couldn't convince me. Boy, I was like, yeah, they'll kick me out of IUIC. I'll be the top one. Answer the brother, he got kicked out. Why? It's a boy. Spiritual insubordination, he ain't on that. Come on.
God, it says, for the Lord seeth, not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance.
Right, Jake, they are ready for the taking. Even though, hey, the Lord snared a lot of people to these groups too. All it takes is a set of armbands. And Jake, look at that. Well,
But the Lord looketh on the heart.
right, see, the Lord, he pretty much look at the heart. This is what he examines. And again, your heart is your mind. If you look up that word heart, being live in the Hebrew, it translates to your mind, which we all know your mind serves as the stage, if you will, where wisdom is on display. Or either the lack thereof. All right, so come on.
Matthew 23 and 24, ye blind guides which strain at a gnat and swallow a camel. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye make clean the
Right, hypocrites. That's actors. Really, when you go into a hypocrite, that's an actor, man. And that's what you guys do. You put on a song and dance. Hey, this word's so powerful, you ain't got to do none of that. Look, we've been receiving emails and threats from Esau based upon just teaching the word. You don't see great millstone out there. Or some groups that started the camp off with a shofar, a ram horn. Man, look at all that. We gonna stir things up. The moment we go into Revelation 13 and 16 or Leviticus 13 and 20, we're gonna stir things up based upon that alone. Go ahead.
It says, woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you make clean outside the cup of the platter.
Right, your appearance. Oh, like IUIC, they almost, the video, right? You have Nick, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he came in on a horse. You got other Israelite groups. Oh, like these guys who are up here. Right, they got lawn chairs everywhere. Women with head wraps all over the place. Fuck, man, that's making clean the outward, man. The Lord not dealing with that. Go ahead.
It says, hypocrites, for you make clean the outside of the cup and of the slakia and of the platter, but within they are full of extortion and excess.
Right, what's within? That's dealing with the inner man, the mind. See, within, you are pretty much dead. Go ahead.
Thou blind Pharisee, clean first that which is within the cup and platter.
And how is that process accomplished? Through the word. I mentioned it earlier, St. John 3 and 16. I mean, it's like St. John 15 and 3.
15 to 3.
You are not clean through the word. So this is how the inner cup is clean. That's your mindset. Go ahead.
It says, which is within the cup and platter, that the outside of them may be clean also.
Now, what does it mean when it say that the outward will be clean also? That's really going into the new body. The beginning process of immortality is to clean the inner man. Then ultimately the outward will be cleansed at the return of Yahweh, man. All right, come on.
Jeremiah 31, backing you up. Jeremiah 31 and 33, it says, but this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah of hosts. I will put my laws in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and I will be their power, and they shall be my people.
Yeah, and that's dealing with the world of come. We're going to be designed in such a way where we're going to be able to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments perfectly, right? It's going to be equivalent to, just like instinctively we sneeze and wipe your nose, right? That's how it's going to be keeping the law in the world of come. It's going to be second nature, so you're going to be designed to operate in righteousness. Right, yep. All right, come on, we can go back.
Got something going back to clean up the inner man. This Psalm 119, verse 9. What withal shall a young man cleanse his way by taking heed thereto according to thy word?
Yep. That's where it all started in the mind, man. That's where you take heed unto the word. That's where you comprehend the word that's in your mind. St. John the 1st chapter. Right? What's that? Ephesians 5 and 26. That's how you be cleansed through the word, man. Washing of the word. We always go into it being brainwashed. Brainwashing is not always a bad thing. In this case, it's a good thing. Why? Because the impurities of your mind has been cleansed, man. And that's by the word entering into your mind, all right, and not leaving out your mind, man. But it's just like the word entering through one ear and have your other ear blocked. And it's circling around in your mind, man. Cleansing all the impurities, meaning cleansing all the lies, all the false doctrines that you received, right? All the doubt that you had, all the abstract things that you couldn't lay a hand on, so to speak. So now you got something concrete. What is that? Isaiah 53 and 1. You have believed our report.
Yep, cleaning out Santa Claus.
Yep. Santa Claus.
Yep, McDonald's, Easter. Those are blocks of stains that you can't come into the presence of Yahweh Shai with that mindset. So you have to be thoroughly, what's that, Malachi, the 3rd chapter, where it speaks about how Yahweh Shai was thoroughly purged. He will sit as a refiner. Who will be able to withstand, So by way of the hand of the Lord, we've been cleansed.
It says the garments also be clean and white.
Yep.
No spot, no dirt, no spots, anything, man. That's what Lord Yahweh tries. That's his objective, man. The cleanse, like I can go into, man. Cleansing the inward, man. That's what counts. That's why another scripture, right? It says, though the outward man bears, inward man, day by day. That's that cleaning process is natural. Right? And again, it's done by what? I brought it earlier.
Because these videos pretty much go out there. So the inner man is able to do it day by day, by day, by day. Right? I shall sit watching upon thy wall. You shall not hold up peace. So that's those living waters going for. Or even when you go into, remember, what was the pool of, the season of healing. Well, they would, the sick would go to the pool.
Oh, God.
Right. The pool would bubble up, right. The angel stir it up. So that was written in the records. And you keep thinking this ministry is just something like that. They look at this like it's just something like that. We pretty much an extension of the sayings in the scripture, which is written poetically, but we serve as a manifestation. So when the sick come up here and then start bubbling up, start stirring up, you cleanse spiritually. Yep, all right, come on.
Psalm 51 and 6. Behold, thou desirest truth in the inward part.
Yep, read that again.
Behold, thou desirest truth in the inward part.
Right, the Lord desires truth. Hey, look up that word too. I want to see something right here. I want to just see, right? The scriptures say, the Lord desires truth in the inward parts. Truth in the inward part. So can you see why there's an emphasis on us coming week in and week out? There's an emphasis on the videos going forth. Because the Lord desires truth in the inward parts. And the only way the elect to fulfill that, the truth must go forth. And you must digest it. And that's really Yahweh Shai being in you. Right? What Yahweh Shai says. He who abides in me, I abide in you. So that's the truth in your inward part.
Another thing too, to add on what I was saying, man, is that when it comes to the truth, really it brings you back to reality, man. And that's really, that's what's in your mind, because these people's minds, they're littered with nothing but, all different types of fantasies, just thinking of worldly imagination. And that's what really this word is doing, is just clearing you of those wicked imaginations, man. Those thoughts, those thoughts in your mind, thinking that, you're going to be the next LeBron James,
They stop you from selling yourself short. You can be as rich as you want to be in this society, you're still not going to be satisfied. And if you're really looking for real satisfaction, it comes with to start at the mind. Start with your spirit, dwelling in I get with a today about the pavilion, the Most High, or being basically under the vibration of truth.
Yeah, and at the end of that, at the end of this word, cleanse of all of that, you find peace. Because like I was going to, right? Say, when you try to, go into anything else and try to find something in this world to comfort you, like we were talking about earlier, there's no peace in it, man. Right. Because why? Because you're still going to be looking for the next big, something further, wherever you're at. You're not satisfied, man. You're going to be running out of your wits, trying to be satisfied in this world, man. But when you come into this arena, all right, you're satisfied, you're at peace. And that's why now the Christ is making that benefit. Okay? Because with Yahweh Shai, you found the answer. Like we brought earlier, right? Romans 11 said Israel seeking that which they haven't obtained, what paraphrase. What are they looking for? They're looking for peace. That's what they're looking for at the end of the day, man. And they won't be able to find it in any other part of America, any part of the world, man. Okay? Oh, this is where it's at, man. Okay? That's why they call it peace of mind. Because your mind's at peace, man. Now it's been clear.
That's the confidence. That's the confidence. Peace I leave with you. Let not your heart be troubled.
My peace I leave back. The world needs. Yeah, because like the brother was going into, you pretty much running in circles. Labor and toil to win one championship. Now you got to go back and win another one, man.
Flesh you never please.
Right.
You can't please that damn flesh, man.
Yep.
But the spirit can be easily cleansed, pleased. You're fine. You're not even worried about who won the Super Bowl no more. To find out. You ain't even worried if your team make it no more. Really, the spirit already comforted you. Anything else is the flesh. It's 2 Corinthians, I quoted earlier, 4:15. For all things are for your sakes. It's like verse 16. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day.
The inward man is renewed day by day. I was brought out earlier, right? Videos coming out, you never see the day. And that has to happen. Because when it's something, man, it's not just that, a quick, clean, that's it. It's a process of that, man. Oh, that brings me to the car, right? It's been a while since we brought an example, right, about the garment. You take a certain amount of time for, if you have like a color garment, like it takes time to clean that, but like if it's a white garment, I think it takes, what, 3 hours to make it completely clean. So, hey, and it's a rough process, man.
Yeah.
You know, to clean. Okay? So that's why we keep it, right? Yeah, man, it's rough.
Day to day.
Yeah.
Need it every day.
It's a rough process, man. But at the end of it, you find what? So that's why now, in this time that we're living in right now, you know, that's why the truth's coming out the way that it is. Because the Lord is cleansing the elect of the nation of Israel from their impurity. And now we're coming to the time where we're now we're being made completely white. And we're supposed to that time now, man. Okay?
Like when you read the scripture, it speaks about wickedness have exceedingly polluted the earth. Both sides are balanced. So we are living in times like Marshall was saying, wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth. But in the same sense, truth shall flourish. Scripture also says that, right? Wickedness shall be overcome and the truth shall flourish, something paraphrasing. So that's the balance of the Lord, which we are in a time of great darkness, but we also, on the other side, which is the balance of the Lord, we also in a time of the Most High allowing the truth to flourish. He's setting up men all around every coast. So in the midst of him putting nothing but wickedness throughout the earth, he's also putting a dot in every coast of the earth. Bring forth the truth, man. Right? And we know that it says gross darkness, meaning darkness that you can have a fluorescent flashlight or a bright flashlight and you can't even see in front of your face, man. But guess what? The only ones that are able to see in that gross darkness are the ones that was capable of reaching that light from that dot that the Most High put out. Right? That's the terror of the Lord, man. We in the time that everybody is spiritually blind, man. But guess what? The meek has woken up. The meek has received the mystery, man. The meek see the light. Right? And it all starts in their mind. You got a book.
Psalm 51 and verse 6, behold, thou desirest truth in the inward part.
Look up that word,
Strong's 8,
go straight to the point.
571, it says, true doctrine.
True doctrine. So the scripture say the Lord desires truth. In the inward part, that's concerning a certain doctrine, a particular doctrine that we ought to subscribe to, which will really serve as an exit plan, man. It's about to go down out here in America, man. You can feel it, you can see it, right? I mean, of course, you have to have the attributes, eyes to see, ears to hear. Your senses must be heightened. If that applies, man, you can see at any day, man. Really, any moment, right now, you moments away. That's the day. You're moments away from all hell, but that day, as we speak, the power grid, the Lord can touch the power grid. And that's going to affect the psyche of all of you. That's going to transition you into a scene in this drama. The scary part of the movie. You know, when you hear that screeching violin, goddamn Jason coming at your ass. and what intensifies the scene? You hear that goddamn. Well, we that violin, man. The mere fact that we out here, right, proves that the Lord is creeping up. It's gonna be beautiful when that famine hits too, man. All the stunning gonna stop. Because you can't play it off. It's the real protection.
None. Behold, thou desirest truth in the inward part.
Hey, you know what? Nobody gets away either. It's not as if who's one of these big rap niggas you think of offhand? Rick Ross, right? It's not as if Rick Ross gonna be exempt. Spirit gonna have what brothers gonna see niggas like that. You know, as a witness. Like, hold up, that's Rick. Nigga, a book, that nigga wearing a book on side now. Quick, like, you know? Hey, because when the famine hit, it's a good chance that it still could be some form of normalcy in a sense. What I mean is It don't have to look like post-apocalyptic, one of the movies. Right, Booker Eli ain't necessarily got to look like that. You don't prove that because all it takes for you niggas to start succumbing to famine is 2 days, 3 days. We know, we were just thinking about the day of atonement. We know that one day without eating and drinking is effective. So how much, a nigga ain't built for that. So 72 hours in, niggas gonna be panicking, man. They're gonna lose, cannibalism.
Hey,
Big Boss hiding his own.
that put me in the spirit of, I know brothers and sisters have seen that Edomite that was hungry as hell and wanted the wing stop. And then a brother did a video on him,
Big Boss on that, right?
Yeah. That's heavy. Rick Ross on that. You right, huh? And the brother reposted that shit because I seen the shit. I think it's on the TikTok or whatever it is, one of the social media platforms. That the Edomite was in the back seat was filming the Edomite in the front. And she was like, I'm hungry as hell. All I want is some. You know what I mean? So and then the brother reposted it. He put a little, tweaked it a little bit. Like the brother said, what more in the family, man? And that's true. I mean, you got access to go get what you want. You might not ate for 2 hours, and you losing it. And hey, that's the average American, man. Now we always going to everything is about eating, man. Somebody die, you gotta eat. Some go good, and you had a good day. We're gonna take you out to dinner. Graduation, you gotta eat. You meet a bitch, you wanna take out to eat. You see what I'm saying? You sad, you gotta eat.
And see, in that case, like the brother mentioned, you can apply that more so to like luxury. You want to eat a certain thing.
Right.
But it's gonna get to a point where you ain't got shit. No options, man. Imagine how that's gonna, like you said, how that's gonna affect the society. Oh yeah, sure. Oh man. Hey man, yeah, man. Hey man, you see that, man? Y'all smell that? I had to smell the food.
You said that, bro. You said that. I smell it too. Yeah.
I mean, I smell it big time. Yeah.
And like you say,
Wow.
you got options, or the wing stop is still open, and you losing it.
Right.
So imagine when, like the elder said, when the truck stop running, the gas go to $15 an hour. All right, nothing can get shipped to your local store. All of your so-called fast food restaurants, they close down, and everything ain't ready at your fingertips. What you gonna do then? Because guess what? The average American ain't equipped to go hunt. The average American ain't equipped to go find a well of water, to dig in the ground to find fresh water. Not the average American. Why? Because they've been placed in a like we always go into it. They've been placed in a convenience society.
Right. That's a snare. When you really think about the dynamic of a snare or a trap,
Right.
it's really set up to create a false sense of security.
That's it.
That's the very act of a snare.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
So really, people have been snared by your house shop. Yeah, yep, and your security. What's that?
That's it.
Ecclesiastes 8 chapter. Yeah, come on.
Hey, that's it. That's what you're gonna do. That's what you're gonna do. Like the elder said, he put a false sense of security up under your feet, and then when it's time, you're gonna snatch the rug from up under you.
And that's a quick, right?
Yeah, violent.
It's violent too.
Violent.
And a certain element of suddenness.
Yes, it is.
It's the suddenness. There's somebody snatch the chair from under you. The suddenness. The famine gonna be sudden, man.
It is.
Right? So sudden to where you was just at this spot yesterday. It's a cardboard box. Well, we already saw what happened to the niggas, man, when they there was a hold on them chicken sandwiches.
Oh, that's what I see.
These niggas was lunging. Nigga was threatening the cashier. Nigga, it is a chicken sandwich.
This second to 6, 22. And suddenly, she had a song places of pure unsown.
Suddenly, man. Sown places, right? You go into these supermarkets, grocery stores. Today, it can be stopped. But suddenly, it's going to be unsown. Read that again.
And suddenly, she had the song places of pure unsown.
Right, and it doesn't start and stop with supermarkets or any hub, right? this applies to restaurants, convenience stores, or whatever.
Farms.
Yep.
Farms.
Yep.
24 hours McDonald's.
Yep.
We see this take place by mentioning the farms. We just had, what is it, how many cows, chickens were burnt up?
Oh, yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yep. They slaughter all those chickens.
Yeah, exactly. So how close you think we are to a famine, man? With all of the natural resources, right? Fuck a fat, you know what I'm saying? We talk about the fast food, but what about the natural resources that are drying up right before? And then they're currently being done. This is currently being done. This ain't like a natural disaster came through and no shit.
Right.
It's Esau. Exactly.
That's
It's
the sword.
Esau.
That's the Lord. That's the sword. Cutting off. And then one thing about, that's why like even the science behind distributing food is seasonal in itself.
And
Like so let's say like you slaughter a certain crop. You can't say, well, okay, I'm gonna just do it this month next season. No, you have to wait all the way. And the harvest gonna be affected by that particular crop being coupled. So you can't say, well, hold up, see, the Lord got a season.
yeah.
You can't say, well, okay, we had a bad crop there, we'll start next year.
Right.
No, you have to wait now, and it throws up. So I said that to say this, you're gonna start seeing the effects of those things, right? It's gonna affect the distribution points, the pressure points, where these resources is sent out to. And that's the same with the famine of the word. Our shelves will become empty too. These YouTube channels.
That's true.
And it's like that. You're wondering why you don't see as many videos overall that you probably seen. That's because the Lord is slowing it up, man. The winning and everything. That's the ground too, your mind. We went into that. What's affected the crop? That's the ground. So the Lord stopped that process from the ground. Well, the Lord gonna cause the tongue of our
Make the tongue clean to the
Ezekiel the
roof of your
third
mouth.
chapter. That's our ground. The Lord gonna stop them ground to stop producing. And the shell's gonna be empty. These food shelves gonna be empty. And on the outside looking in, you don't know why. That's a family. But just like behind the scenes, you go in the store, man, why y'all ain't got no chicken liquor for strips and bacon? You know what? It ain't no more. I can't explain. I'm not gonna go into detail why. And so, let's go. Oh, that's good. That's so good. Wow. You under them floors of scripture.
Just to throw out there too, you got all of these countries that's been using the dollar for all these years. They're now taking taking their own march or their own wave, so to speak. So that American stronghold is of that dollar is being lost now. You got Saudi Arabia ready to sell their oil now, doing deals with Iran. You got a lot of countries that you knew was in America's back pocket. Now they starting to change positions over there in Africa. So a lot of these luxuries that we get, stuff shipped over here from China, you go online, you can type it in and get, it's all to get you in the trick bag. Because, like the elder was saying, that rug got to get pulled up. So the reality is going to come back into play. You're going to be sitting here wondering why Amazon ain't working, wondering why things ain't getting shipped that fast, wondering why the stores is closing. It's going to come up on you. Ain't going to be no 2-week notice out of the grocery store. Some stores, when they close it down, they say, store closing in 3 weeks. And then people go in there, take the items out for a discount. But when the grocery stores close down, you got no 3-week notice. Everybody's gonna go for it.
Yep, settle.
It says, instead of shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
Right. Yeah, read that again.
And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
Right. So the storehouses, again, storehouses, it translates to supermarket, grocery stores, but as well as these restaurants. Any place where you can go get your provisions. And this is what America is riddled with. A certain like convenience as touching getting things to eat. This store on every fucking corner, man. Suddenly they're gonna come empty. All right. Well,
This is Revelation chapter 18.
hey man, go ahead. We ain't dealing with your emotions today, bro.
No,
Go
man.
ahead, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. We ain't
Brother,
dealing
what are
with
you gonna do?
Go
You
ahead,
gonna
bro.
fight
Go ahead,
me?
bro. Go ahead.
You gonna get a gang now?
Revelation
Y'all
18
a
and
gang
8.
now?
Therefore shall her
Like the
plans
Bloods
come in
and the
one
Crips?
day,
Y'all gonna kill another
and
nigga?
warning
Huh?
and famine,
Because he
and
don't
she
agree
shall
with
be
you?
utterly burned with
The
fire.
violence
For
is gonna
strong is
rise
the Lord
up
God
to
of
the point
judgment.
where you will beat me down?
Yeah, read that.
Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine.
Right. And guys like that gonna be snared, man. You don't see them going to the white man complaining.
Motherfucker, die!
You ain't gonna see that, man.
Motherfucker, die!
Yeah. Well, I'm get it over here, man. Yeah, go ahead.
It says, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord's power who judges her.
Right, that's dealing with America, man. America's gonna be destroyed by fire. Thus said the Bible. And they're gonna be manifest in the form of World War III. Which is biblical, man. The Lord's gonna destroy this place of America from right before. Yep.
Strong G.
That's right, man. Go get him, man. Go get him. That's right. Yeah. You probably put him in a chokehold.
You know what I'm saying?
Really good.
You don't believe what they believe?
I have the power!
And we do got the power. We do got the power.
I told you, man, them and them.
The word famine, strong G, 3042. It says scarcity of harvest, famine. You go to this word scarcity.
He said it real quick. He said scarcity of harvest. Right? Meaning what? Things that's gonna suffice the body, man. That's the times that we got.
It says scarcity. The state of being scarce or in short supply, shortage.
See that? The state of being really just not having, man, being without. A shortage, like the other saying, like the scripture saying, suddenly. It's gonna happen suddenly. Read it again up.
Cause it says state of being scarce or in short supply,
Right.
shortage.
Yep. It's going to be shortages throughout America, man. The Lord's going to cut off the supplies of the city, which is nothing more than an act of war. In particular, a blockade of seas. The Lord being the ultimate war tactician. Right? So the Lord's going to cut off the supplies of the city here in Babylon. And it's going to directly affect each and every individual out here, man. Even us, but guess what?
I'm being
We're
fired!
going to be preserved in that day.
I'm
Right.
being God!
Yep, come on.
This is Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 1.
I damn!
For behold, the Lord of hosts, doeth take away from Jerusalem
Well,
and from Judah the state and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water.
Right.
Well,
The stability of the people centers around eating and drinking.
come on with it.
Remember, you're nothing more than
Come
people.
on with it. Come on with it.
You have to eat, right? You have to drink to survive.
Eat, drink, be
So
mad.
the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, He's going to visit you in such a way you can't get out. You're going to be in the box. You're going to know in that day that there's a power that transcends your money, your resources, your power, your status, right? And that's not going to save you in that day. What the scripture say, money, gold or silver, it's not delivered you in the day of the Lord's wrath.
18,
Yep.
I think.
Yep. Yeah, so you see the spirit of heaven, man. He's living guys up, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, hey, the spirit of heaven right now. Yep, come on, we got something?
This is Ecclesiastes 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and
Right.
appease.
Can I say, that proves that there's a time reserved for destruction. When you go into that word destruction, it literally means to take away structure. And because when you destroy a building, right, the structure, the foundation, that place is done. It's been reduced to rubble. But that also applies to food or, right, where you live, the day-to-day coming and going. There's a time appointed when the Lord's going to take away all this structure that you people have. And the only ones that's going to be stabilized are those who are kept by the word.
It said, in the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance.
Right, so death, fire, the wild beast, and also famine is thrown in there, man. This is what's going to actually appease your how about you now shot. Now we know that the Lord angry, man. The anger of the Lord is waxed hot against this place. The Lord anger is taken to this very moment. So you think the Lord is going to stay just angry and not going to relieve that anger? No. The Lord is ultimately going to be appeased. And it's going to be by way of the judgments that the Lord is going to set forth. All right, come on, you got some others?
This is the book of Ezekiel 5 and 16. When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their
Most God's
destruction.
going to shoot that famine upon you, man. It's going to happen suddenly. That's the same way arrows come, man. You know, you sit here with your sword and your shield and you at battle, and all of a sudden, before you know it, out of the blue, unawares. That's what sudden means. You wasn't ready for it. That's what an arrow do, man. What is it though? It's an attack. So that's what the Most High is going to do, man. He know how to attack the human body because through Yahweh Shai, he made the human body. Meaning he gave Yahweh Shai the blueprint to make the human body. So he didn't bring up no other scenario to attack the human body. That's why I say the evil arrows of famine. It's an attack. Go ahead, bro.
It said, which shall be for their destruction. It says, in which I will send to destroy you. He's going back. It's like the Lord is doing it. And he said it's an attack. How about Shai is always on offense.
Right.
It's not like it's something.
Exodus 15.
It says, and I will increase the famine upon you and will break your staff of bread. He said that it's taking place. Recalls to these plants itself burning down to, the Lord has said he's going to smite the silver or the farmers like that. Rough paraphrase. Yep. So we say that increasing on the planet Earth until he's not going to actually be food, man. He's going to be reduced to cannibalism.
Like it gets to a point where you have no choice but to acknowledge that, look, you're in a full-time family, So that's what the Lord's gonna do, like I just read, man. He's gonna increase the famine point. So it's only gonna get worse from here, man. More stores gonna close down. There's gonna be more recalls because how about Shai spoken it, man. And like I just said, hey, the Lord's on attack mode right now. And that's how the Lord's visiting you right now. Okay? He's visiting you with these plagues. Which is the major plague that the Lord's going to bring upon you. To show you that he is Yahweh Shai. That he rules over the planet Earth, man. Right? And here it is, man. That people don't understand, man, that when it comes to famine, man, hey, that's the quickest way to bring down South Carolina. That's the surefire way to bring down the rival nation.
Well, that's how the Lord going to come back. That's Revelation 18. Right? but she have lived realistically. The Lord is asking her to that to apply to family. That's a great point.
Yeah, I got something real quick. Deuteronomy chapter 8 and verse 3. And he humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger and fed thee with manna.
Tonight, if I may, that's how the Lord met the pride of these people. By the way of the that family.
Yeah, man. You see the other guy. Yeah, man. He was there, man.
It says, Deuteronomy 8 and 3, and he humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger and fed thee with manna that thou knewest not, neither did thy fathers know, that he might make thee to know that man doeth not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High, doeth man live. So it's going to be by this word that we live, man. It's going to blossom into Isaiah, my servant shall eat, but you're going to be hungry, man. Because the famine is coming, and we're going to be in that same setting. But the men of the Lord are going to eat in that day, man. But again, the Lord said he's going to cause thee to be humble. And that's how you get a nigga, man, when he can't fucking eat. When he can't feed his baby. All that spider shit, all that shit gonna be done away with, man. You gonna be trying to ride out and have a good time. Now you looking for something to eat.
And that's gonna be the humility of the people, man. He's gonna bring you low. That's how the Most High already planned it from the beginning to make the plan one way. The Most High planned it from the beginning to make the plan feel equal, man. You ain't got nothing to eat. You ain't got nothing to eat. I have no way to get anything to eat. You don't have no way to get anything to eat. Regardless of what your status was in the previous time, regardless of what his status was in the previous time. Playing field's gonna remain level, man, because we both gonna be hungry. You know? Who know how to hunt? Who know how to set up a trap? You know? Who know what I mean? Who know how to find some water?
Yeah, we're going to be eating through miracles. Scripture say, my servant shall eat, but they shall be hungry. They shall have vexation of spirit. Somebody
Hey, the Most High is so heavy with it, man. Hey, like he took the load, you know, and fed him up too. You know what I'm saying? We hungry, brother pop up with a candy bar. I'm just saying, bag of peanuts like I always say.
Yeah, ain't gonna be no shit like that, though.
No. We're gonna stumble upon a peanut.
Candy bar got the ingredients, you know what I mean?
I'm just saying a bag of peanuts. Everybody eat off this bag of peanuts. But yeah, but like you said though, like the
you said, like the three, that came to a peak.
I definitely say that.
To no
Exactly.
You know, you're gonna know it's gonna be ecstatic. You're gonna be like, it wasn't just we scraped this up. And to add to that point, Scripture tell you that the miracles that the Lord worked, He will work even more greater.
That's right.
So one of those miracles was provide food. Right? So that wasn't them for nothing. So it's going to be a famine. Right. The Lord's going to provide us with that spirit and spiritual power to perform certain miracles. That we believe in. Yeah, 2 fish and 5 loaves, and it fed the multitude. And it was stuff left over. Tell you the scripture, stuff left over. Right, come on.
This is the book of Psalm 37. Start at verse 18, it reads, the Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine, they shall be satisfied.
See that? You're going to be satisfied, man. So the Lord going to provide peace. Oh, remember, the Lord provided a whole pond for, what's that, Elijah? It was enough for him to drink the whole pond up. And he sent ravens to feed him. So that was a miracle, man. That's how we're going to eat in that day. We believe that. Right? Oh, that's a part of believing the report as well. Believing that the Lord is a provider in no time, right?
It says, surround. Look at the generations of
The
the
old,
That's it, bro. Hey, because it's such thing as a miracle, man. Something that's not able to be explained with by physics, by what we call reality. It's gonna be out of the ordinary. Yeah, it's gonna be miracles, man. The Most High, look at how a shot is gonna create miracles, man, before He's electing that time, man. Things you ain't gonna be able to explain, you know.
well, that happened with the 4 lepers. When you read the account of the Assyrians, the Lord had it where they pretty much stumbled up on provisions, food, gold, clothing.
You said earlier when you was like, no, we're gonna eat. That's the first thing I thought about. Like, you gonna run across a house that was already set up for us. Nobody not even in this house. You know, it's already got food in here. We can make a huge meal. You know what I mean? Shit stored for 4-5 months type of shit. You gotta know a pantry. You know, got a pantry full.
Yeah, one of these preppers.
Yeah, one of these prep. That's what I'm talking about. One of these preppers.
There's gonna be a lot of cases like that as well. Motherfucker been prepping and saving up just for us.
Exactly. He got there and went outside and stumbled over a rock and broke his neck. So none of this don't benefit him no more. He did all this for the benefit of us. You know what I'm saying? He slipped on a banana peel.
The second Ezra chapter 2 and verse 27, be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh.
Hey, so we gotta. Hey, these are the times where things are being manifest in your life, right? To where your assurance is being built up, man. That's why the Apostle Paul speaks about glory in your infirmities, man. Right? Go ahead, bro.
Others shall weep and be sorrowful,
Go ahead.
but thou shalt be merry and have abundance.
Right, others, those that are without, man, shall weep and be what? Sorrowful. We shall have what?
It says, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance.
Thou shalt be merry and have abundance, man. More than what you need, man. That's what's gonna that's gonna be a miracle in a time of famine, man. You got this section over here hungry. You know, they look like Save the World children with the stomach broken out because they haven't eaten. But you got these over here, got plenty of food. Maybe they can go back for leftovers. Having abundant, man. And being merry. The scripture speaks about it. You're gonna be joyful, the others shall howl for sorrow and vexation of heart. You know what I mean? Why? Because they loathe the law of the Most High while they had liberty. Right? That's why an option is being given unto you. And that's why the Most High is not going to be there through Yahushua and the angels, right? He's not going to be there and create miracles for those that don't believe. That's how he set it up, man.
I got something else. This is Job chapter 5 and verse 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yeah, in 7 shall no evil taste thee. So those 6 troubles, man, Jacob's trouble. It says 7, which is ultimately when those nooses are shot out. It said there shall no evil taste.
I got to say, hey, because hey, in the 7, when you read what is it, Revelation the 15, all right, when his wrath is full, and that angel that came with the wrath, that's that 7, right? So imagine the Most High's wrath when it's kindled a little, right? Imagine that. Who can stand when his wrath is kindled a little, but when it is filled up, that's that completion. So what is going to be? Total annihilation, man. Read it again, bro.
Because he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles.
But what's going to happen in there? You're going to be delivered. You're going to add to it, bro.
Yeah, basically the time of Jacob's trouble, man. You know, where it's going to be very scarce of food everywhere, right? It says, yeah, in 7, there shall no evil touch thee. They going on with the elder sea, man, when the destruction hits, man. It says, in famine, he shall redeem thee from death, right? Oh, that's the elect having abundance, man. You're going to be redeemed from death in a time of famine. It says, and in war from the power of the sword, so the Lord even preserve you from going into World War III. You know, some of these certain race wars, you know, these certain class wars, you'll be preserved from them. It says, thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. Well, that's gonna be a hell of a spirit the Lord put on the elect to clear out and laugh at these things, man.
Yeah,
You know?
The script said we're gonna laugh during the family.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you gotta, like that's what I say, you gotta be in the heavy spirit. And you gonna be in the house, when you in the house, right, you're in a different spirit. They outside, enduring the element, and you just in a different spirit inside. They looking through the window and you laughing. That's where we at now, we in the house, right? Matter of fact, let's get there. You got something?
I gotta look
Go ahead.
It
Hold on,
says-
before you get there. Real quick, Wisdom of Solomon 8 and 16.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, and verse 16. After I am come into my house, I will repose myself with her.
Right. See, after I've come into my house, I will repose myself. You go into that word repose, it means to lay with or rest. So once you come in here, you can't go back out. It would behoove you to stay. Right? Read that again.
After I am come into
180 days. Nah. Damn, bro, got 180 days. Just like that.
Long time.
I'm saying it because I know he got warrants. He
Wisdom
got silences like you know. Yeah, go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon 8 and 16. I am come into mine house, I will repose myself with her.
With who? With Wilson. Right?
For her conversation have no bitterness.
See? Our conversation have no bitterness. Meaning what? It doesn't come with the afflictions that the Lord is going to lay on the people. When you subscribe to this, you're not going to be affected by the bitterness, that bitter life that the Lord has. The Lord wrote famine into play too. The Lord gonna write to niggas, gonna write the food out of your pantry. Right? And just like the Lord wrote Esau out of pound, according to the prophecy, your provisions is wrote out of
Good.
Oh.
And to
Hey,
live,
but that, yeah, that's true, right? That capped off Demon Day. Really Demon Day. Right.
Way on the north side.
Yeah, that perfected Demon Day.
and to live with
Very
her
cold.
have no sorrow, but mirth and joy.
See, read that part again. Now, see that?
And to live with her
See, and to live with her means when you come into this house, right? Go ahead.
have no sorrow,
See?
but mirth and joy.
But mirth and joy, man. That's going to physically play out when all hell breaks loose. Because one of the reasons we're going to be so giddy, if you will, because the prophecies actually came to pass. We're like, oh, even though you see them coming to pass, but those emphatic prophecies such as the shortages, once you see that, and on top of that, you eat, man, we're going to be excited, man. Come on,
Job 5 and 22. In destruction and famine thou shalt laugh.
see?
Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth.
Right, the Lord's going to put a heavy spirit on us, man. And it's going to be by way of the fulfilling, the unfolding of prophecy, which by default is going to comfort us. That clarity in itself is going to bring a heavy spirit of comfort. So, anything else? Hey, with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakudas.
double honors to our teachers, the head apostles, the elders, the great millstone. Shalom to the fellow laborers out there. And as always, believers, to next time, shalom.
Shalom, DTA, Ball, soon.
Very soon.
Ayana!
Let him go.
Turn it down.
Let him go.
Eat and be merry.